Wow, it's Wulzy. Welcome back to another building and effect layout video. Thank you so much for the support on the first episode of the series. I was kind of scared to start another series, but this one's going to be really easy for me to do every single Wednesday. And I do have a couple of tips from you guys that I need to apply. First off, turning off the glow on the base and detail for these blocks. Like if I show you an example of a block that would have glow and a block that wouldn't. You see how this one has a bit of natural glow to it and the next one is kind of solid? Well, my thing was I was making fake blocks, so the blocks didn't have the natural glow and the spikes did. So it was just kind of a mess, but we're good now. We got it. We're just moving on to the ball part. Quite like the idea of using the floor here and then having giant corridors that you're supposed to avoid. Don't know how this would even work. I never used the floor and I feel like it's a cool idea to kind of avoid blocks in midair, especially with the type of movement that I've got in mind. Don't really want to give away my plans immediately. Okay, we can have a platform like this. Not even sure how this syncs, but it just looks cool. So I'm just going to rock with it for now. Start to raise this again. Ooh. Okay, kind of vibing with this, I think. I'm not really sure what I'm doing, but that could be a neat little coin route, I can't lie. I think I'm gridlocked so far too, which is awesome. I was going to move this spike a little bit to the left, but we can kind of leave this part with this cube portal, I think. This is only going to be a small part, but it's also going to be very group intensive, so I'm kind of scared. And I'll say right now that rotation effects, not just wink wink, are not reusable, I don't think, as far as I know. Let's do something like this for a ship transition, which is going to lead on to next video. Just trying to splooge the structuring out. First off, how does it play in normal mode? No movement, no nothing. Just want to see how readable it is. It's not readable. This is awesome. I love it. Okay. This is fine though. This is going to be fine. That gameplay kind of sucks towards the end. And as for the coin route, that should just be missing the blue orb and then hitting the black and going down. Oh wait, I never actually finished that path. Oh, that would work. Okay. Not sure how this is going to work at all. This is definitely going to be one of the riskier parts that I do in this series, just because it's so weird. I need myself one of these fake blocks that we made last time. I'm going to quickly recap how we do it. Big glow. Regular sized glow. Put that on black and we grab some 3D lines, go to the opposite end that they are placed at, just because that perfectly puts us on grid, and we just rotate and add them on top on white. Just gotta link this together and we'll be good to go. Alrighty, so let's get to work with some rotations on this fake block. As you may know, you cannot add any sort of rotation to a solid object, probably because it would mess up the hitbox, but we're gonna go with a little center point like 10 blocks above where the other block would be, make that invisible, give it a new group 158. I'm thinking of adding a rotation trigger with 1 second of move time, just aligning the duration line right there, then doubling it, just so I can see exactly the midpoint of what this rotation would be. We can go exponential in out just as a first test, but we can obviously change it. 157 the block, around 158 the centerpiece. We're gonna go one time around 360, and before this we're gonna set it up to a 0-second movement that goes 180. So it's gonna come from the ceiling here, and then hopefully swing round. Oh my god, that was so quick. That was so quick. I think I might have to do this in 2 180-degree bouts, because that was nuts. I mean, that looks cool, but I kind of want it to be a bit tighter. Oh god, so when you place a rotation trigger with the same group, say if this was still 157, when that trigger is basically placed, it stops the previous rotation. But if you use a different group, for whatever reason, you can continue rotating. And that will make things so much smoother here, but it's so many groups to use, right? Oh, now I'm torn. There's a lot of potential here, easing-wise, that could make this a lot more interesting. Okay, if I find the right rotation here, like maybe 220, we can definitely get away with some sort of quirky double easing rotation. So the first one will be exponential, the second one will be back in, and it will basically... Ooh, okay. It would allow it to look a bit cooler for the exit, right? Kind of swings in, goes back on itself, and then continues. Let's just get a view of this without follow player. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go with. I mean, I can run this, but it's going to cost me 3 groups per usage, which is unfortunate. I'm so hesitant to use this, but I think it's going to pay off. My only doubt is just the group usage that goes into this. Oh well, I'm sure it'll be fine. We're just going to lock in with this. It's a similar process to last time where I'm just build helpering. So let me just test this block over here if I make these invisible. This may make... Oh my god, it's so impossible to read. There's no shot. Okay, we're going back on this a bit. This needs to happen so much earlier. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of tweaking before you find what you want. So it's always good to spend a little bit of time getting things right and testing at the first stage. Yeah, I can read that. Okay, let me test with the spikes on too. 172 and 174. Oh, they gotta have 2 groups. That's pain. It's fine though. 178 and 180. So how readable is this? I have no idea. Oh! Okay, that's gonna be hell going through this. What the heck? Just build helpering away at the rest of these blocks. I do want to have another layer just for a foreground. Maybe some slower, more smooth rotations, but it just depends how many groups this takes in total. Oh, I should have probably added some sort of mechanism that used the same center for the same x-axis. Like, for example, this block being the same as the block up here. That could have been a thing, but I want all the blocks to move the same way, you know? And yeah, I'm just gonna do it this way because I'm already quite deep into it. It's kind of funny looking up here at the centers because it is just the same gameplay, but in dot form above the level. But yeah, it does kind of pain me to use like 12 groups on one x-axis here. You know, I would really like to take risks with this series, and this is going to be one of them. It's going to test my group reusage skills in the other parts. It's just a shame that with... Oh, I did not copy paste. This is what happens when I try and talk and create at the same time. It's just a shame that you can't really reuse any rotating groups, especially not in the way that I've done it. I kind of made a mess of things. Anytime you have a center that's more than one group, the objects just get confused and then just decide to rotate on their own axis, which kind of sucks. My next free is 448, and we are 22 seconds into the level. This is going to be a challenge in itself, just trying to stay under the limit here. I've used more groups in this part of the level than most fully fledged levels. I don't even think any of my levels use this many groups. Can't say for certain though. Okay, here we go. Here's the initial test. We set all of these objects to invisible. Oh my lord. Come on. I know I've done this right, but it's just, oh my god. Oh, this is gonna be so hard. No. It's so trippy. Because of the edges of the blocks, I can't tell what's happening. Like, I can't tell what I'm gonna land on the way down. What the heck? This is stupid. This is so stupid. Oh my god. Okay, this is much harder than the beginning part. The structuring is definitely carrying this in terms of its appeal. Oh my goodness, the black orb didn't even work there. No way. Oh, okay, I got the coin. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm gonna do a funny with that black orb. Okay, 472, 474. This one and this one. It's a very particular selecting process, but let me just move this block over to here, where we will build helper, then take the group of this block. 502, 504. This orb is gonna have 502 and 504. Then we just need to go through and add all of the spikes to their matching blocks. There actually aren't that many spikes, which is great. This is the final part. Okay, now we need to think about any pads. We haven't done any orb rotations at all. Oh, there's a pad that really... Did I really have to put a pad there? God, it's actually an eye test to hunt for these triggers. What am I looking for? 252, right? No, 256. Where are these? Why can I never find them when I need them? What? Oh, 256. 258. Yes! Found them. Okay, this one here. Oh my goodness. And this block is group 508, 510. So then we just add those groups to here. Oh my... Too many groups. Too many groups, dude. Here we go. Now it's going to be completely unreadable. Everything's going to be rotating towards me. Yep, here we go. This is the ultimate challenge. Oh, hell nah. Oh, you can skip a pad. Interesting. Oh, I'm finding skips, dude. No. No, I did not plan for skips. That's more blocks if I fix them. I'm just not going to fix them for that reason. Oh, I feel like this isn't even an effect layout. It's just stupid. Now I'm going to make a secondary version of this level, which is going to make the every single block being exclusive thing that I did with this block having to be different than this block worth it. What I could do is split the centers. Right, the top right is the highest, so we select this, and then we could go one higher per row, which would definitely make it even harder to read, but also make it worthwhile what I've done, you know? I don't know, this could be terrible. I see some half blocks like this one. I gotta keep doing that. Another one. See, this is the joy, right? I've done all this, and I'm gonna get so much experimentation out of it. Let's just see how this looks for a start. It should add a bit of variation. Not much that's noticeable, right? But then, what if... Wait. I'm making another copy just in case. Number 3. If I move this onto the level, maybe move it one higher, because you see some of the blocks match right there. I don't want that. Yeah. Okay, let's just see, because now these are all gonna have weird rotations. Yeah, look! Look at the amount of variation I get right here. Isn't that nuts? Oh my... Oh! Ooh, that's so much cooler. Okay. It's actually readable like this. This is the best version for sure. If I move portals up and down, even on a movement, it's going to break the boundaries here. So I think I'm just going to set this trigger to move to the left. 511, 0-second movements, just -5s on a half space like this. So it shimmies forward like this. Okay, we can just keep that going off the screen. So it kind of looks awkward how it just sits there. Should be enough just going through. Okay, nice. I don't even think I need the foreground layer that I was talking about here. I think this just works really well. Just need to move the orbs and we should be good to go. Looks skippable though. I might just make that a route, like a version of getting the coin like that. I don't really care. Also, just want to point out, the hitboxes are always the same. So you're always going to have the same consistency going through here. You're never going to be thrown off by like something rotating and giving you the wrong momentum. That's why it's cool to have fake blocks. People were asking me in the first episode why I used them, and it was mainly just for practice. Like I could have easily gone through here because the objects stop moving by the time you get there. I could have technically used them. It's just nicer to have fake blocks. So I kind of want to do that similar movement with the portal, but with each orb. So I'm going to group them all. Some of them are off grid. Got to remember that. That one's moving in with the level, so I'm gonna skip that one. Q portals don't have a boundary, so it's fine to move up and down. Same with the gravity portal. Should I move these separately? I feel like I should. Let me just put a bit of black glow in between these, just so it's a bit easier to read. There we go. I should probably make sure that the orbs move back to their original place, as well as this ball part. So this is a -5 here, and then how many triggers of -5 do we have? 14, so that's 75 that it needs to move back the way after we pass it, just so we can reuse 511. And I'm gonna leave myself a little note in the levels saying that anything 511, actually, it's not anything, it's until 524 is reusable. And I should probably do that in the beginning too. So 3 to 156 is also reusable. Okay, so per orb, let's move them down 100 like this. And we're gonna start with a movement here. 0 seconds. This can be +5. Actually, it should be a block earlier and then start moving again a block later. So then we need 20 of these. Should be pretty simple to copy paste. Just like this. And then I'm just going to do the same thing on the... Oh, don't accidentally copy those, please. So this orb should zoom up like that. Okay. I'm going to move them a little bit more either side, and then we shall move it. Just make it a bit more readable. Yeah, that works. And then we're going to copy this movement right after. So after we're gone, this orb should be back in its place, and this will be reusable. Yeah, you see? Now we just need to copy this movement for every single orb. Don't press build helper. We need to increase the group number because we've already set out the groups. If I was using the same orb over and over again, like the same blue orb or whatever, I could build helper, but since they're different orbs, it's just easier to copy paste the triggers instead of the orbs as well. I would have to go and then copy the values of the orb that's there and then change it. Oh, here's the portal. Okay, so 520 is going to be a little bit before, and then 520 is going to be a little bit after. Okay, I've left a 2-block gap in between there, so it should be fine. Save and play. Here we go. This should be the final version of the brand new part in the level. Ooh, the orbs are pretty hard to read, I can't lie. I might have to move them a bit earlier. What the heck? Why is there a blue orb there? Huh? That wasn't there on the first attempt, right? Okay, this is something to do with the double start pause bug. I don't know why it's a thing, but if you place a start pause on any sort of movement, it will double up the next time you play. You can just fix it by putting a start pause in a different frame. So you see I half spaced it to the right, so it wouldn't be on the exact same block as the move trigger. Yeah, that usually works. Let's see if I can actually beat this, because I'm actually terrible at the game. Let's face it, everyone's going to be learning this level anyway. There's no way you can just read this level off the cuff. There we go. It does work. Neat. Now, I wonder, can I beat the whole level in one go? I seriously doubt this is going to happen very quickly, because I can't remember how to play the beginning, unfortunately. But yeah, thank you for watching this episode of the Effect Layout series. Hopefully it didn't disappoint. I know it is kind of samey, just copy-pasting, build helpering everything. But I think the variation I got in the end was pretty smart of me, and it kind of saved the level, low-key. I don't know if I would have even uploaded it. I might have just scrapped this recording and made another one, just pretending nothing had even happened, because it was looking dry. Oh my, this is so hard. I do think the new part's more impressive than this one. God, you gotta jump at the end, dude. Come on. No, what even happened? Oh, it moves away before you can touch it. Okay. So I just had a slight alignment issue with some of the last orbs. That's so unfortunate. That actually ruined my whole run. I was going to do it right there. I was going to do the whole thing in one attempt, which proves that this part is actually harder than the new part. I can do this part without talking, but this one, nuh-uh. Nice. Did it. awesome. Thank you so much for watching this jump charge effect layout video. Don't know how I'm going to do with groups in the later videos, but check the links in the description, leave a like and subscribe, and have a good day.